Okay, so we go again. Take about 7, I think. Oh, that's a great wind. That is a great wind. Might have a chance to hold this one. You've got to go over the bunker. We can go full back. Little short, but that's a putt we should probably make. Finally get off here with the eagle and hope for a good wind on the next. We've got to hold this first though. Oof. Trying to miss ding that slightly. Got away with that. And look at that wind. That is a beauty. That's a beauty. Hope for a good hook forward. Not really, but we can reach. Good wind. The right to left here. I'm going to try something different here. I've seen people do this in the coin runs, and it's unlimited play, so if we mess it up, it doesn't matter. I'm actually not going to play for the wind at all. We're just going to let it go to the left and let's see if it bounces around. It just seems to bounce way right if you go. It doesn't matter how far left you go. It seems to bounce to the same place. So let's try this. Might look like an idiot. You never know. Got the heartbeat. Where's that going? I guess better to be lucky than good. That actually was a really poor shot. Okay, I'll apologise to the opposition in advance for that one. That was terrible. Now. This just goes everywhere. It's probably pretty straight. Maybe a little left to right for the wind. It's left to right, if anything. Yeah. One rogue dot by the hole going the other way, but I think it'll be going at enough pace. Okay, good start. Tricky wind. Don't like this wind. This hole just plays some funny yardages, particularly into the wind. Plays very different downwind to into the wind, I find. We can't go right. So we need a little bit of luck, and we'll err on the side of being a bit left as well. The wind always hits it more than you think here. Pulled it a bit. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I guess this is makeable. Left to right wind, right to left green. Oh, it is. It's right to left where it's going to land at least. This is not far enough to the right, not sure. Oh, we got it. Okay, difficult hole. We're going to have an awkward distance in as well here. 229. Can't really get there sensibly with a 3-wood. Just going to try this from behind the hole. Someone helpfully pointed out that I hadn't noticed the camera angle was a little bit odd on this hole from my last round, and it's true. It's true, that looks a little bit more like a headwind from there, right? Thank you for that. That's really useful. So we need to hit this a little bit more than we otherwise would, and possibly a little bit less to the right. Oh, it's a terrible shot. I've missed that the wrong side of the ding. That is going in the bunker, is it? Oh, that's lucky. But this is a horrible putt. Deserved to have a horrible putt as well. It was a terrible shot, that. So the trick on this one is how much to allow for the fringe. I think it just rolled onto the fringe. So normally I'd add 3 feet for being on the fringe, but I'm a bit scared of going way by. Oh, and I shouldn't have been. Oh, if I hit that, I think I had it. Damn, but I didn't deserve a birdie there. That was a terrible second shot. So just make sure we're not aiming at the trunk of that tree. I know a few of you didn't realise you could go through that tree. You need to just make sure you're aiming left of the trunk. I have a comedy video of me hitting the trunk and bouncing back. I think it bounced back right next to where I was. You don't want to do that. That is not the way to start. Though. You just got to aim slightly left of the trunk. If you're worried about going in the rough on the left, you just have to take a bit off it. Okay, that should be good. Oh, that must have been close. I kind of went right round the edge of it. But we will certainly take an easy birdie on there. Okay, difficult wind. Actually, just difficult hole. It's not necessarily the worst wind with the pin back there. Right, now this is another one. I was advised that I was making a mistake with the camera angle before. That looks slight tailwind, mainly across. It's not a tailwind, is it? There's no tailwind at all there. Wow, I wonder if that camera angle's pointing you at the left-hand pin. Probably is. Okay, well, we can't go long. I mean, long is dead here, so... Can I get there with a 5? I'm not going to try, I don't think. Can I get there? 1-8. I mean, it would stop it from rolling up stop it from rolling around. It would sort of roll up the hill if I had a 5, sort of 50% spin. Let's go with the 4. We know this shot better. I've not tried the 5 into that pin before, sort of mid-spin. Let's go with the shot we know. Okay, how much to off-ding? There's a bit more than I meant to off-ding that one. We'll take that though. That's about as straight a put as it gets on this one. I mean, a little bit further right, but you just can't be long on this one. Okay, so let's just focus on this. We need to give this a good whack. Just don't be short. Don't be short, or it'll dribble away. So another difficult hole. This window always seems to play a bit longer than you would think. Combination of wind and elevation seems to add a few yards to it. And it'll spin back. If we go a little bit long, it'll spin back quite violently towards the hole. So I think we just give it an extra couple of yards and throw it in there. We'll take a little bit of spin off this. Got the heartbeat. I missed it a little bit right. Oof. Wow, that was close. That was close. Well, it didn't deserve to go in. It wasn't a great shot, but I would have took it. Okay, we'll play this ultra cautious. There's no point risking losing the ball in there. Just whack it up the fairway a couple of times, leave ourselves a wedge. I mean, there's always a chance you can hold the wedge, but realistically this is it's not a hole to mess with today. That was terrible. Big mistake. It's probably only about 8 feet away. Not even that. Again, this is just about hitting it firm enough, possibly a little bit of off ding, just to make sure we don't let it drift to the right. That'll do. Okay, and yeah, this is one of the hardest holes in the game, this one. Or at least I find it to be. Particularly with that back pin, the front one I find a bit easier. Trouble with this back one, there's a ridge right before the hole and you're hitting a long club in. So you sort of got to land it on the middle of the green, top middle of the green, and just let it dribble down there. At least you do with a wind like this. There's a chance this could be a bit short, but I mean, if I go past the hole, it's rolling off the green anyway. That misting that. Oh no. Oh, the misting's cost me a few yards, and that's a dreadful putt. I mean, there's an outside chance of making this, but let's just preserve the scorecard, I think, here. You can see that orange bit. I use the green view quite a lot, just to see what the overall shape of this is doing. Let's just roll this down there. Just try and dead weight. Go in. Oh. Damn. Okay. Just get the par and get off. Mistake on the second shot there. I had a few mistakes again. Okay, 9 after 9. We would have took that coming out. I'm not sure we're going to have enough time for to finish this round. Actually, I might have to come back much later. I wasn't expecting to still be going. I thought I was just going to have a couple of whacks. Two shots you can play. You can could play an almost no spin wedge, or I fancy the 9-iron. Just stop it taking a big hop first bounce, particularly downwind. Again, that must have been pretty close to the hole, you know. There's a few we've been real close. Oh, great wind. That's a great wind. Come on, game time. I noticed I'm not playing that with a lot of spin now. Trying to get a big bounce. There's a sort of a downslope there. You can get an extra shoot forward. And this one, you sort of need to land it right on the top of the ridge. Takes the sting out of it, but allows it to crawl over. So I'm going to try and play this about 2-2-2. No heartbeat, that's disappointing. Just maybe landed a yard or two too far. Okay, how much break? Okay, now for, I was going to say, you know, we've got our work cut out to make a birdie. We've definitely got our work cut out to make a birdie because we can't get anywhere near this green. And so experience tells me just don't try and be clever here. Just get it into position to pitch up the green. Don't mess with the bunker. It's just not worth it. There's an outside chance of holding the pitch, but just make the 4 get off. Don't play this with any spin either, just it'll into the wind, up that hill on really quick greens. It can want to rip back quite a bit, so we will just add a little bit for the wind and the elevation. It should stop on a dime. No heartbeat. That's okay. That's okay. Get the 4, get off. It's a hard hole to birdie at the best of times, but if you can't reach the green, just ram this one through the break. We almost rammed it too far through the break. There we go. And it's a pin I should probably practice more, this one. It seems to do some weird stuff into this big wind. I think the wind just hits it more than you think, but then sometimes it takes a huge bounce of spin or a bounce forward, depending on how you hit it. So I'm going to go all the way over there, about 12 or so, maybe a little bit more to the left. Now I'm not going to play any spin on this at all. Just take some off. Oh, huge bounce, huge bounce. Yeah, maybe I should have put a little bit of spin on it. But then it sort of spins 8 yards back and... Okay, hold this. It's a relatively easy putt, isn't it? It just needs to be hit far enough right. Stay. I thought that was going to get away for a second. Well, we can reach. I just don't know whether we can hold. We certainly can't hold the ridge going in with a driver. Can't carry the trap with a 3-wood. And maybe sort of try and sneak it through that gap with a 3-wood. Let it run the wall of let it run the wall of death, I think. That should just get over the bunker. Okay, we'll take that. Turn. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought I had that. I thought we had that. So, okay, we'll tap this in. Now I'm going to have to break for a little bit. I ran out of time. I will come back later. See you later. Okay, we're back. Let's see if we can get off to a good start here. 14 under through 14. Pebble 18 is the last hole, and then there's 3 really difficult ones in the middle, so let's see if we can get through this one first. Need to leave this short right. Anything else is there's a par, really. Oh, no. I know I didn't want to be long, but I didn't think it was that far short. Doesn't look to be too much in this, does it? There's, it breaks left to right the whole way. I'd hate to underborrow this, but it's also up quite a big hill, so it's going to play more like a sort of an 11 or a 12 speed green than a 13. It's not going to break quite as much. Oh, it's not turning. It's not turning. Turned when it got past the hole. Oh, I moved the cursor a bit to the left as well. We're right the first time. Damn it. Oh, that's really a shot wasted. That's a good win though. Makes a difficult hole not so difficult. Misting out a bit more at the right than I intended. It's worked out okay though. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. There's not much in that at all. Just give it a good whack. It's a difficult wind. This is... It's almost going to be a full backspin 3-wood. And the question is, how much do we want to trust the 3-wood to go where it should? I mean, that... Oh, that's a terrible shot. That is a terrible shot. Oh, it had to be ding or left of the ding there. That is bogey country. Oh, what a terrible shot that is. Oh my goodness. So how far do we need to land this? Can I get away with a bit less? You've got to get over the fringe here. There's a 6 to there. So 7 I could probably get away. 7.5 I can get away with. Anything less is doomed. Anything much further is going way past. It's just over 85%. Oh, that's a beauty. I'll take that all day long. Landed right on the fringe. Phew. It was a difficult hole with that wind. This is going to be fiddly with that wind too. It's going to be some sort of a headwind into the green. Now let's check the camera angles out here. Any of you that watched me play this the last time around, I think what I thought was a great shot into this last hole, and it just ended up nowhere near. Let's just check the camera. We are coming in from an odd camera angle there. That looks like about a 55%. From here, it looks more like a 75% headwind. That is slightly more than 45 degrees. And from there, it is a lot less than 45 degrees. So I'm going to trust the behind the hole 75% headwind means I'm going to have to take a bit of spin off it, but that should be okay. It should be okay going into that wind. Then it's not the full. It's going to be about a 60% crosswind. Misdinged it a bit. Not bad. It's probably a bendy putt, this one. So the last round was 16 under. We need this to improve, otherwise we sort of wasted our time here. So let's not be short. Just make sure it's got a chance, especially into the wind. It's pretty flat the whole way through, right? There's no real sudden changes of elevation there. We just need to hit this far enough right. That's going to be the challenge. Got the ding. Turn. Oh, you beauty. Right. 17 under. We left a lot out there though, didn't we? We really did. 4 or 5 left on the course there. Yeah, 5 pars. Thing starts to better. And up to 5th. Had some level with a 55 with some good players there. Okay, hope that's useful. Thanks for watching.